another episode of the Roguish Gent podcast. My name is Theca Jones, Theca. Thecajones on all social media.
Really?
Yeah, man.
All right.
I'm a little
Let's get it.
I'm a little slumped right
It's
now.
all good, man.
Yeah.
Same here.
You can find the podcast on iTunes, SoundCloud, Satchel Player, CCE Productions. If you're on iTunes, go ahead and give us 5 stars. If you're on SoundCloud, go ahead and like and share. I'm also going to be posting this to my Theca Procrastinates YouTube page soon. So you can check us out there. And today, I'm at a unusual location. I'm actually in the beer garden of Hallamals. I'm at the beer garden Hallamals, waiting on the blender to happen at Jackson Indie Music Week. It's a week-long festival we have here in Jackson, Mississippi. Shout out to all the organizers, including myself. I'm gonna give myself a little pat on the back. And we have a very special guest.
Much love, man. Thank you.
And what I do is I always let people introduce themselves on podcasts. So, everybody do like the, hey, what's up, is Blase, a.k.a.
Yo, it's your man.
Yeah.
It's your boy.
Yeah, so
I'm relative.
So I'm going to let you do your thing and go ahead and introduce yourself.
Well, I'm Alfred Banks. I'm a rapper out of New Orleans. I'm a cancer. I like long walks on the beach.
That's what's up.
Getting sand in my toes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm allergic to shellfish.
And you're from New Orleans.
Born and raised.
That gotta suck.
Nah, it doesn't, because I ate crawfish. It was nasty the one time I ate it, and then I almost died. So
okay, yeah. So
I'm Gucci. I'm Goo-wop.
Yeah,
we good.
Yeah.
But Alfred Banks, I'm an MC from the city of New Orleans, you know what I'm saying? And right now I'm at Jackson Indie Music Week, which is my first time here. Yeah. So I'm very excited about it. Can't wait to see what tonight has in store, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. It's going to be a pretty good night. And you're performing tonight at Martin's, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. And you were just in there with an MPB, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so they're going to do an episode. I know they're doing the Jackson Indie Music Week episode. Okay. And I know that they're probably going to, I know they're going to get some of your performance.
Oh, yeah, they should, that's what he said. They were going to, the interview and then going back and forth between.
What time is your set?
9:30.
9:30.
Okay. Yeah, so it should be cool. I'm very excited about that, man. It's my first time here in Jackson doing the Jackson Indie Music Week. Yeah, it's like my 9th time in Jackson, though. I love it here. For sure. Yeah.
Like, what brings you to the city so much?
It's the energy. First of all, a lot of my favorite rappers across the country are from Jackson, Mississippi. From Fifth Child, Kamikaze, Silas, all these guys. Venom, even though you're not an artist, but that's my man, Venom. I love everybody here. The first time I ever performed here, it was like a very, not cultivating, but like a very encouraging energy. Because when I first came here, I performed at a venue. I don't know, Fire and Ice? Ice?
Yeah, that's actually right there.
That show's...
What, right there?
That show's terrible.
Yeah.
The show was terrible in the sense of, like, that's a very big venue and, like, 10 people came. Yeah. But the people there were so into it. Yeah. And so, we realized, got to work our way up. And ever since then, I've been coming here and people just love it, man. Love what I do and I love them. And my big homie Marcel P. Black, he comes here a lot. And he told me, he was like, yo, you got to go back. Yo, it's crazy. They love it. And I'm like, all right, cool. Linked up with a couple homies. We made it happen. And Marcel kind of introduced me to some folks. I love Jackson, man. The food here is good. My man Fifth Child, whenever I come into town, when I'm on tour, he lets me stay at the spot. We record music, and that's just a big homie, man. I love him. So this whole city is great.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So we're going to just get the usual questions out of the way. How did you start rapping? All of that.
Well, my oldest brother, Orleans Banks, and my middle brother, James Banks, who inspired me to do my thing. You know what I'm saying? Watching them grow up, my oldest brother, Landis, was about to get signed to No Limit back in 98. And so seeing that, he was really making a name for himself. He decided to go to the military instead of sign, but seeing that really gave me the inspiration to want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, yo, if he can do it, he's 16, 17, I think I could do it too, or 18 at the time, something like that. But I was like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that. So watching my brother James freestyle, he's really good at freestyle, even to this day. Atlantis, before he passed, he was an incredible writer. And so that made me want to get into music. But then the moment I realized, I would battle rap and stuff like that. And every rapper had the high school gym, high school lunchroom battles. And I had many of those, made my name there. But the moment I realized I could do this for real was when Lupe Fiasco's Food and Liquor came out. When that album came out, that's when I realized, like, yo, I could do this, because this guy's talking about some of the things I'm interested in. And it ain't just you up in my white tee that was out at the time,
Yeah, this was 06.
This is 06 like a big dog. So
and I know it was 06 because Food and Liquor, if you would have if you would have, if I could go back in time to 2006 and tell 2006 Theca, hey, Lupe Fiasco ain't gonna be what you think he is, I'll be like, you a goddamn lie. Lupe Fiasco gonna go down as the greatest rapper of all time. But Twitter happened, man.
Man, without going into it too much, because I'm very close to the camp.
Yeah.
Lupe, from 2006 to about 2010 was my favorite rapper. I'm talking about every mixtape, every lyric, every song, every YouTube video.
Mixtapes, like
what?
Man, look, I was like Lupe, like
right?
Yes, like I'm here.
Cause the level, cause given his attitude, given who he is now, the dude's lyricism is still top notch.
Yeah.
Even now, he could drop a song that could compete with anybody lyrically, right?
He could.
He's just a grumpy old person now, and it's not his fault. It's the industry. The industry destroyed him, and he's one of those stories of even with his success, given what he was doing, the label didn't want that success. They wanted Lady Gaga's success.
Yeah,
he had a Kick Push went platinum, Superstar went triple platinum, and yet they still wanted him to sell out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's just like, why? My fans are buying what I'm making. No. That success is cool. Yeah, you sold 3, but you can sell 4 if you do what Lady Gaga's doing.
I thought Matthew Santos would have been Bruno Mars by now.
Oh man, if everything would have went so I found out recently that Jay-Z was supposed to go to Def Jam. I'm sorry, was supposed to go to Atlantic. He was gonna be the vice president of Atlantic.
Okay.
He told Lupe to go to Atlantic because he was like, yo, I got you. You're gonna be straight. He wound up getting his masters and a lot more money over at Def Jam. So Lupe was in Atlantic, stuck in the middle of the water, like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? Granted, he was buzzing enough to where people had to put money behind him, but Kick Push was funded off of behind-the-scenes money out of his pocket. The label did not push Kick Push.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they saved up $100,000 on their own and pushed that record. The label didn't push it. When he blew up from that song, they were like, all right, I guess we'll give you a budget for an album.
Yeah.
So he came in the game like nobody wanted him.
Yeah.
Think about 06, them franchise boys.
Yo,
Jeezy.
Yeah. Gorilla's old.
Exactly.
Yeah, this was
it.
06 was easily one of the worst times in rap. Like
for me personally, it was a terrible year because of Katrina happened just a couple months. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was just bad. And even with his success, the labels didn't like it.
Yeah.
So long story short, man, I had my personal experience with Lou. I met Lou twice. I'm cool with my man Mickey Fax. That's my big homie.
Yeah.
And he's super close with Lou. And so when Lupe came down to New Orleans I want to say like a month ago at this point, his opener, the boy Illinois, he's a friend. So I hit him up like, yo. And also Lupe Fiasco's bodyguard and / driver is one of my friends through Mickey. Okay. So I was like, yo, man, could you get me in the show? He's like, yeah. So I got to hang out with Lou in the truck, and his energy was just off. Like, he's just not really a friendly person anymore, and it really hurt. It hurt me. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I was like, damn. They say you never want to meet your favorite people, and now now, man, the further I get in the industry, I don't want to meet none of them.
Yeah,
I let that allure the little that's left, because now I know the grind. I know the behind the scene politics. It's not what we think it is. I'm gonna just leave it to the allure, man. I don't want to meet nobody else.
Like I remember hearing. The first Lupe song I heard was theme music to a drive-by.
Oh, man.
And, like, I heard that on allhiphop.com. This is how long ago this was. This is, like, the internet, the EO community, like, allhiphop.com. And I'm just like, this is fucking, I've never heard this.
And
like,
amazing.
Yeah.
That beat to this day is my favorite Lupe record. Yeah. That's just, I actually did a freestyle over that beat. That's my favorite record.
It's, like, that song is incredible. And, you know, like, I've never met him, but like you said, like, you don't want to meet your, like, people because,
you don't want to meet Lou.
Like, it was 2 people I started following on Twitter, and I was like, oh, my God. I was following Lupe for me. I was like, I can't do this. And I was following Joe Budden. And, yeah, man, and look, like.
No comment.
I remember I was going to Hines, and, like, I was playing mood music, too. And my mom had a expedition, and I would drive to Hines with, like, my partners. And they'd be like, what the fuck is this, dog? Like, why are you playing this shit? And I'm like, dog, because it's good.
Yeah, no doubt.
And I mean, like, I was bumping mood music, too.
No doubt. I'm sure, everyone.
And, like, '09 came around, and Twitter came out. And I was like, let me get on Twitter. And, like, I started following Joe Budden. I was like, what the fuck?
When you find out who people really are, and we live now in a world where people don't even care if the music's good. They want to know your story before they listen to the music.
Yeah.
It used to be in music, then they find out your story. Now it's like, what's your background? Should I listen to his music did you shot anybody? All right, cool. I'll listen.
Yeah.
So yeah, when I my man Mickey got into a little rap beef with Joe Budden for a second, and
he was in the room with Raekwon
when the whole situation popped up, and even to this day, he still got to answer those questions like why you ain't, And he told me the behind the scenes. I ain't gonna say, but all I'll say is, Joe,
I'm not fucking with anybody from Wu-Tang.
Really?
Cause Papa Wu like in his 50s now, so I'm sure he won't.
He ran up on Action Bride.
Yeah, like I'm not like anybody in the Wu like. And now they got old man strength, so they'll fight you. You know what I'm saying?
They can like light matches with their fingertips.
Yeah, so
it's
you
crazy.
know what I'm saying? Like I just don't want to.
Look, I open for the Wu, and those guys are mean.
Yeah.
Those guys are really. You God is like the worst.
Oh, well.
Lyrically and as a human.
Yeah.
He's a very mean person.
Yeah.
All those guys, Method Man tried to holler at my girl at the time.
I can see that.
It was really mean, dog. My girl told him no, which I was like, yeah.
Yeah, thank
but
you.
like, she held me down for the 99 and 2000. But nah, man, I don't. The Wu, they make good music, but I don't really like them as people.
Yeah.
I've met them and
Like I wanted to, like I would love to meet Ghostface Killer because like he's my favorite out of the Wu.
Yeah, of course.
But like I wouldn't hang out with Ghostface Killer.
Nah,
like if I could just dap
point.
him up and I'm like at like Zaxby's or something, and he's like, "Hey, what's up, youngin? What they got here? I got the sugar, so I gotta watch out what I eat." I'd be like, "Oh well, this is whatever, and I just dap him up and go. Like I'm cool.
And keep it pimp, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want
to hang out, nothing.
Because those cats be smoking blunts with like coke in it and angel. I'm goo-wop.
Yeah, like I'm good. I'm straight.
I don't need none of it. You know what I'm saying? Like
they've been doing this for like 25 years now,
right?
Like,
yeah, cats is smoking mad like drugs. Like
that is
it's
wild.
crazy. Yeah, I'm good. But nah, man, I've met people, and honestly, I'm just like, yo, I'ma just. So now with that being said, knowing that I can find out how my favorite people act or what they think, I take that into account when I post things online, because to be honest, I just want people to know I do music. There's a couple things about me that's pretty unique, and I can rap dope. I travel a lot, and that's really it. I don't really, my personal life as it pertains to like my upcoming album, The Beautiful, I'm talking about like, me losing my brother to mental illness and stuff, but you don't really know everything that's going on in my life at the moment that, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not the type of person to be like
just so
on
open.
the toilet chilling. You know what I'm saying? This toilet paper's
just
rough.
sharing, just
You know what I'm
oversharing.
Yeah, I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy at all. I talk about, I analyze people a lot. Like I'm very, how do you say? I'm very cerebral. So like a lot of the things that I say is from an analytical point of view. So like when I post, I post about some of the things I noticed today. Like I'll be like, man, I saw somebody that did this. I wonder why people blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of those type of guys online. So that may be boring, but that's just who I am. And I like shoes. So you'll see a lot of sneaker stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I saw one of your videos, and it was a lyric video, and it was just like, the lyrics, popping up and everything, but it's just like shoes for
all shoes in my collection.
3 minutes and 23 seconds.
Yeah, no doubt. Those are all shoes in my collection. We use my personal joint. Shouts to my man Elliot Blanc out in Germany. He shot that, and that's one of my favorite joints. I love that. Yeah, I'm a big sneaker person. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been on sneakers pretty much since I was like 7, 8 years old. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's.
And you didn't start out like your stage name wasn't Alfred Banks.
No, it was not. It was Lyrics the Lyricist.
Lyrics the Lyricist. Okay,
yes, it was.
So you had to make this up when you were like 16. Yeah, okay.
Right? Yeah, that's why I changed my damn name. I was like, And Marcel always tell me, he's like, I'm so glad you changed your name. Dog, that
Lyrics
name is
to
terrible.
Lyrics. I was watching a video where you were at the New Orleans Music Awards, and it was like this tall, like stallion chick, and she was like, "Here comes Lyrics, the Lyricist." Oh, I'm sorry. You were like, "Oh yeah, I go by Alfred Banks now,
I'm
man."
no longer Lyrics. Yeah, we had to. So I came up with that name when I was 17.
Okay.
I just thought it was the hottest thing under the sun. You know what I'm saying? The alliteration was hot. It was smooth. It rolled off the tongue.
A lot of L's.
A lot of L's. You know what I'm saying? I spelled it all funky because I'm black. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Z in there.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So it was cool. But yeah, my man Mickey, we had to talk, and he was like, "Yo, you need to change your name." But the reason why I changed my name though is I just got older.
Yeah.
The name just didn't appeal to me anymore. There's no need. I was going more in a personal quest with my music, talking more about more important things. And with a name like Lyrics, there's a lot of explanation need to be had all the time, because with a name like Lyrics, people are like, where the bars at? Some of the bars.
Yeah.
No, but I'm talking about girls right now. No, where the bars at, kid?
Yeah.
Whatever. So yeah, we switched.
Where the multis?
Yeah, where the
we want the multis.
We did double on top.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm good off that. So we changed the name. You know what I mean? And I'm so glad I did it. It's easier to spell. It's my real name. I'm keeping it 100 with everything I'm doing from this point out. Lyrics the Lyricist, man. He was a good kid.
Yeah.
He did his duty. but we out of there now.
So, when did you start seeing traction as far as, like you rapping and you just saying, you know what, I can do this. Like, I can do this professionally.
Okay, so my first show was June 6, 2009. Man, True Universal booked me at Grassroots. That was the moment where I was like, I could do this. But the real moment when things were going well was when without going, I don't want to tell a long story, but Mickey Fax, right? Top 5, one of my favorite rappers of all time. The dude is incredible, right?
Yeah.
And for
he got somebody made a compilation video. It was some kind of like video game freestyle he had. It's on Facebook.
Oh
he got like
God.
3 million views right now. Yeah.
The dude destroyified
Yeah.
it. It was nuts. It's like, bruh. But nah, he was one of my favorite rappers, and I opened for him in 2009, and when I met him, I was like, yo, Mick, man, one day we gonna work together in some regard. He's like, yeah, no doubt. I was a little kid, whatever. Moved on. A couple years later, I booked him in New Orleans. A couple months later, or later the next year, I booked him for like a little quick 3-city run. He just seeing this 21, 22-year-old kid with all this enthusiasm and all this like energy and hustle. He just kind of took a liking to me. First, it was just from a underling master type of situation, but then it became like brother. You know what I'm saying? That's my big bro. And long story short, I was like, yo, Mick, man, I want to tour. I've never toured before. I've always done like one-offs, maybe 2 back-to-back, but I never did an actual tour. Yeah. Could you headline it? And he was like, all right. He took a chance on me. I booked all 15 of the dates, and he booked Columbus, but I booked the majority of the tour, and he headlined it, and he took a chance on me, man. And we did 15 dates. 4 of them were terrible as hell, but the other ones were great, and that just comes with the territory. And he gave me that opportunity. And while I was on tour, Complex Magazine named me one of the top 10 rappers from New Orleans. That was the moment I was like, all right. Yeah, like, we out here in these streets.
Like, we out here.
You know what I'm saying? So that was the moment. And then when I did the Revolt TV thing, they did this thing called Local Love Tour, where they went to 6 different cities and picked the best, like, underground guys from the city, but then picked 2 or 3 of the biggest headliners from that city. New Orleans, they picked Chasing Cash and 3D Nati. So it was me, my man.
You know 3D Nati?
Yeah.
Oh.
No comment.
I love her.
My girlfriend would beat me up. No comment. But she's a great MC.
Yeah.
I
love her.
Super dope MC. She's
I love
super
her.
dope.
I wanna cook her catfish and just lay up. That's all I want. I just want to cook her catfish and lay up, and just be like, baby, look,
whatever.
You ain't gotta work out. We just finna just
whatever
just
you want to do, like whatever
you want to do,
like literally, just whatever. You want me to go to work today? I won't go to work.
Like cool,
whatever.
You
it's
know,
whatever. Who needs a job?
I got PTO. You know,
who needs a job?
Like,
nah. She's a great MC, man. I love what she does. And we did a show together in New Orleans. But nah, so they did that, and I did the show. And honestly, I thought the show with Local Love Tour, I just thought it was an opportunity to promote myself and just be on a quick, bigger stage, get up out of that network, just keep it pushing. I didn't know it was a competition. So I actually won the competition of all 5 cities as the best performer. So they flew me out to L.A. to perform on Revolt Live.
Oh, man.
And that was my first time on national television. And the day I got on is when they inked their AT&T deal. So their viewership went up from like 1 million to like 16 million people. So I got a lot of people saw me that day, and that was another moment. I was like, yo, this is great. I was on a limo and the airplane. That was my first time being treated like a rapper, and it was or like a person that was important. It was so much love, and ever since that moment, it was like a turning point in my career where people started taking me more serious. My music started garnering a little bit more attention when it dropped, or people just believed in my movement more. I had more confidence in myself and things like that. And that's for me. That's when it got real, fam. That's when it got real.
Yeah. So let me ask you this, because your oldest brother is a real like focal point in a lot of your music.
Yeah, no doubt.
And like I know your new single you just put out.
Yes.
It's called The Ballad of
the Funeral. The funeral of Orleans Banks. Yeah.
Orleans Banks.
No doubt.
So because I don't think you really just go into like dates or anything, but was your brother around during, once you started?
He missed all of that.
Okay.
He passed away March 20th, 2014. He actually died, I want to say, I had a show coming up with Slum Village and Cess Crew.
Yeah. And
I was opening for those guys, and I was just on the phone with him. I was like, yo, dog, I got this show coming up, man. Like, I'm open for Slum. He like, Slum? Dog, I love Slum, know what I mean? I love those guys. They dope. I was like, yo, man, I really wish you could come to the show. He's like, yeah, I ain't going to be able to make it, but dog, kill it, whatever. And a couple days later, he passed. But, yeah, man, he wasn't around to see any of it, physically. And that's one of the things that always, what if? Because when he saw me, it was 2014. I was still, on the super come up. Like I'm still on the come up, but it was like super come up. You know what I mean? And yeah, he didn't get to see it, but I his energy is still here. And it sounds corny to be like they're still here in spirit. I'll just say I know some of the things that he left with me when he left, I'll carry with me to this day, and that's why my single, A Funeral of Orleans Banks, is so big, it's so epic, it's so personal. I literally recreated the day, we laid him in the ground, and, I wanted to take a risk with that. You know what I mean? I feel like, music isn't always happy. People aren't always happy.
Yeah.
And I feel like I needed to create a soundtrack for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, people have lost people that they love, and I lost my oldest brother. And so I know people can relate to that. And what I've been noticing more than ever is, first, man, I just wanted to tell my brother's story, and I also just wanted to raise awareness for mental health.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because in the African-American community, it's not a topic we like to talk about. Like, go pray. You'll be fine. Like, in this, fam, it ain't that. I wish it was that simple. You know what I mean? And so... But one thing I've been noticing is people been sharing their stories with me, man. Like, I had a lady drive down from Chicago, Illinois to see me perform in New Orleans. That's a 14-hour drive because her son is schizophrenic and he's in a mental asylum. And she played him my EP, The Beautiful Prelude, and he fell in love with the music. And every time she visited him, he always asked, where's that CD? I want to hear the CD. And so she came down to tell me that. And I broke down. I was like, gee whiz, that's crazy. And so, she got everything free off my merch table. Like, I showed dumb love, and that was a moment I was like, yo, I'm really doing something here. I'm really touching people. And, the album, The Beautiful, is what we about to drop. March 20th is when it drops. And it ain't a sad album. It ain't like a super slow, sad record. Like, the single that we just dropped is big, it's epic, but it's slow and it's sad. But that ain't the whole record. The whole album has energy, some real bright spots. It tells a story of the day I had to lay my brother in the ground. I had to leave because there was a show. I had a show that night, so I had to leave in the middle of the service.
No, man.
And that was it was incredibly emotional. So that car ride was crazy. So I was pretty emotional as you would imagine. So I wrote my album about that car ride. So the car ride from the funeral to the show, fictionally in the album, I developed schizophrenia. So I battled that throughout the project. And I got the inspiration from just having convos with my brother about what he was going through and the research that I did on mental health, because I did not want to disrespect anybody, step on no toes.
You want to, like...
Make sure I'm going, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, I just did it the way he told me he was going through it. You know what I'm saying? So I did that, and I'm so proud of this album, man. It's my best work to date, bar none. It's my first album in 4 years. And I'm just so excited to put it out. The single's doing really well. The Source picked it up, and they've been promoting it dumb heavy, so that's super cool. And yeah, man, the Beautiful drops March 20th, 2017. You can actually pre-order the album now at UnderdogCentral.com.
You got any features on it?
Mickey Fax.
Yeah.
And my man Megaran.
Megaran.
Megaran's on the record.
I caught Megaran at a show at Offbeat.
Yeah.
And so I'm a real big geek. Like, I'm a nerd.
No doubt.
So I was like, okay, he does nerd rap. And I'm like, oh, well, nerdcore.
Yeah, nerdcore.
And that was funny with Alex Trebek. You saw that?
Oh, my God.
And I was like, hey, that was just funny. Like,
yeah, it was.
And
super hilarious.
So, like, one of my favorite games is Final Fantasy VI. It's Final Fantasy 3 over here. And it's this level where you're at this castle. And, like, the music is, like, real, like, loud and, like, royal and shit. Yeah. And he, like, sampled it, and he, like, ripped it. And I was like, this dude's a problem. Fucking great.
He's the only rapper I know that got sponsored by Capcom up into that little Lil Wayne Drake tour.
Yeah.
They let him sample whatever he wanted. That's incredible, man. That dude is a problem.
He's a problem. And he can just rap.
The dude is, because he's hippity-hoppity to the fullest. The nerdcore is just an extension of that.
Yeah.
You know? So, quick story on him. I met Megaran in Lafayette, Louisiana. Okay. A promoter who I won't say, who's not a really, he'll probably listen. Okay, so a promoter booked a show for us in Lafayette. And Megaran was the headliner. He was on tour with a dude named Louis Phallic, I want to say, or Louis Logic. Okay. Jesus, Phallic. Louis Logic.
Yeah, I was finna say, like
Louis Penis.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, right.
Nah, yeah. Louis Logic. So he did the show, and I was the opener for that show. We were promised a price each. And obviously Megaran had a higher guarantee because he's Megaran. But we both had a separate price that was a nice little lump sum or whatever for me at the time. And we get to the show. The show was literally one of the least attended shows I've ever done. It was like 5 people were there. And Megaran did this cool thing where he made everybody sit Indian style on the ground.
Yeah.
Like, that was so love. I was like, yo, this dude is tight. Killing. You talk about the Capcom thing. He blew me away. And his rap, oh, man, he did this thing where, like, he had the crowd freestyle, like, threw words at him or whatever. He killed it. It's like, bruh. Dude's dope.
Yeah, he could just rap.
The dude is like, trust me, he's great. And at the end of the show, we walk up to the promoter. Promoter's like, yo, I know I said I was gonna have this for each of y'all, but I just have this in total. Would y'all, what y'all want to do? So Megan Ran looking at me out the corner of his eye like, what's the little dude gonna do with it? So I was like, man, just give Rand all the bread. I'm good. I'm 21 years old. I'll get home. I'll live. You know what I'm saying? I got more days. And I was like, yeah, Rand, and he on tour with his man. They need that bread. Yeah. I kept it 100. Rand been my friend ever since. So I could text him when I was texting him earlier today. We just chopping game. He just pre-ordered the album because he's on it, and that was love. So I think I'll be doing a show in Phoenix with him later this year. My man Marcel P. Black. So Rand is the big homie. I love him to death. And I just saw a video of him performing in front of like 7,000 people the other day that came out like to see him. So I love him because I booked him in New Orleans. We had like maybe 80 people come out. But then the next day he did a show in Wyoming in front of like 3,000 people. And he's so humble. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was willing to do the show with me for next to nothing as compared to what he deserves, and then did the show up there for what he did. It was crazy. I love that dude, man. He's such an inspiration, bro. And he's indie as hell. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's indie, bro. He's making moves. He's getting money. He's married. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful relationship with his wife. You can't beat that, man. He's doing his thing.
So let me ask you this, because we were talking about the indie thing. So a lot of people, they found out about you from the Volkswagen commercial.
No doubt.
So like, tell us about that situation.
That was nuts, man. So that was an incredible situation. So, I put out a song in 2015 called Homecoming. Yeah. And we put it on SoundCloud, and it had like 3,000 plays. It was cool. YouTube had like 3,000 spins. It was cool. It was just another record to keep the movement going, And we put that out. I got a call from a mutual friend, and he was like, "Yo, these guys want to use your song for this Volkswagen commercial." And I was like, all right, quit lying. It's cool. What do you really call me for? Yeah. And so he was like, nah, I'm dead serious. So we got on the Skype call. They told me everything. We talked logistics, and it was great. And I was like, wow, this is an incredible situation. And I was like, all right, so y'all just going to use in the background, blah, blah, blah. He's like, no, we want you to be the face of the commercial. And I was like, oh, okay.
I want to be in a commercial.
Real? Yeah. All right, let's get it. So, yeah, they flew me out to Pamplona, Spain. We filmed.
That was in Spain?
Yeah, I was in Spain, yeah.
Wow.
We filmed for a week and a half, and that was the most dangerous thing I've ever done in my life. Like,
yeah, because you were in the car assembly plant.
Oh, yeah, you could have died.
Yeah.
Like, no joke. You literally...
And they're like, I feel leasing.
You know what I'm
saying? This is a horrible Spanish accent,
of course,
by the way.
Yeah,
like, leasing, you will be in the car, and the car will come down the plant line, and they will put it together, and
you'll be
there you are.
And what's weird is, like, they told me, damn, that sounded Italian.
That was just hot. Like,
it was great.
I offended a bunch of people.
It was great. It was great. It was a really terrible, great.
Shout out to Cristiano Ronaldo. Is he Portuguese or he's Spanish?
I have no idea.
I hope he's Spanish.
Oh man, but it was love, man. Yeah, they had a doctor on hand at all times, because the scene where I'm in like the shell of the car, we had to wear gloves to get in it, because if you would have just touched it, that's your fingertip right there. You know what I'm saying? So it was crazy, but came out great. I got to really be behind the camera and know how many times that commercial was 1:30 seconds. We shot for a week.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, that was cool. I got my first acting experience. They used my record. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was so big. And my man, if you look at the commercial, the big light-skinned dude in the back, he made the beat.
Okay.
So I was like, I always told him, I said, yo, when I get up here, when I do my thing, man, you coming with me. And he was like, all right, no doubt. And I kept my word. My man Kyrie, K to Beast, he's in the passenger seat as well. But now my man Caesar made the beat. And so he was excited to be in the commercial, man. Like, it was love, man. And we garnered over 1 million views on that in total, from YouTube to Facebook to Instagram and Twitter.
So did you know the dude with the trumpet?
Yeah, Kyrie, K to Beast. That's who he is.
Okay, so the dude with the trumpet. So who? So you knew both of them?
Those my guys. Yeah, the dude in the back playing the banjo, that's the producer. Okay. My man, they weren't actually playing those instruments.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I want to say Kyrie could play, he could play trumpet though, but Chris can't play banjo at all. So another guy was supposed to be in that commercial, my man Dapper, who I did a tour with last year. He literally got on the plane to go to Spain. That rhymed. And when he got in the airplane, he ate some food and was in the hospital the entire time we were there.
Oh,
he got food poisoning. So he was supposed to be in the commercial.
Man.
Yeah, and that really hurt, but he got a free trip to Spain.
Yeah.
He had one day where he wasn't sick. And then the next day he went back in the hospital because he was dehydrated. It sucked so bad for Dab, but Dab's doing this. I love him to death. But yeah, that's always a funny story we tell. Like, my man was over there with us, was supposed to be in it, couldn't make it shit. It sucked, man.
So how was Spain while you were over there?
It was
Is that the first time you ever traveled internationally?
Oh, yeah. That was the first time I ever traveled. That was a great experience, man. The people there's no such thing as an overweight person in Spain.
Yeah.
Or not in Pamplona.
I've never seen a fat person in Spain.
Nah, not in Pamplona. They're all H&M models. Same thing in Germany. They're all H&M models. They like eggs a lot.
Yeah.
They like eggs and potatoes a lot over there. And man, it was cool. The last day we were there, so the day we were supposed to get on the plane and leave, our flight got canceled. So the people, my man Timo Blanc out of for Blute Audio, the guys who actually licensed the record or whatever, they made sure we were straight because we would have been, out here in Spain, you know what I mean? So they forwarded over our flights, made sure everything was Gucci, but we had an extra day, so but on Sundays, the city shuts down. There is no nothing on Sundays.
Oh, okay.
You can maybe go to a bar, but it's only open for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
No convenience stores, no nothing is open on Sundays. So we was just roaming around, seeing the sights we couldn't see because we was working, And I was walking around with the guys, and somebody stopped me. It was just like, yo, I can't do accent. It was like, are you Alfred Banks? And I was like, yeah. And it was like, oh, man, I love your music. I was like, bruh. I'm in Spain, bruh.
Yeah,
you know, that's crazy. So that was oh, man, that was insane. That was dope. So, yeah, man, like, it was great. I love Spain. I can't wait to go back. Hopefully I get to go back to Pamplona. You know what I mean? That's what's up. That was love, man, love.
So what you got planned for 2017? Well, you got the album coming out March 20th.
March 20th, the beautiful drops, man. You can pre-order that now, though.
What you got? What else you got for 2017?
We just going to rap.
Yeah.
I was kidding. 2017.
I was like, I hope he said something else right now. Like,
we got this tour. I got this tour coming up with my man Marco Pave. He's out of Memphis, Tennessee. I did a show with him here last year. We doing the River Kings 2 tour, and it's gonna be 15 cities. We're going to. We just got Atlanta locked in today, so we got. I don't know all the cities, but like Atlanta, Raleigh, North Carolina. I know we're going to Oxford, Mississippi. We're going to New York, D.C.
You performing at where are you performing at in Oxford?
Oxford, we don't know yet. It was a venue called The Shelter that we performed at last year. I think we might go back there, or we might actually perform on Ole Miss campus.
Yeah, I'm a little biased towards Oxford and Ole Miss.
Yeah,
I'm always like, fuck Ole Miss.
I don't blame you.
Yeah,
those people. Those are some great people, and I hope they come out to the show.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, like, cause I was like, I don't want to fuck up your money, but man, fuck Ole Miss.
Yeah, I mean, hey, he said it, not me. But yeah, so we got the tour coming up 2017 for sure. The new album, man, this album has been 2.5 years in the making, so I cannot wait for this record to come out. Again, The Beautiful is available for pre-order right now at UnderdogCentral.com. But it drops all the way March 20th, 2017, which is also the 3rd anniversary of my brother's death. So it's a very emotional day. I really hope everyone's been pre-ordering the record, man. I love it, dog. People are showing so much love right now. It's insane, and I'm so excited to get this music out for the people. Raise some awareness for a great topic. So yeah, that and we got like another licensing situation. It's not as huge as what we did with the Volkswagen commercial, but it is pretty big. Yeah. All I can say is it's gonna be a movie on Netflix that's gonna have your boy like music in the background. So when that comes out, we'll let you know. 2017, man. Right now, the
first time, and I'm not trying to count your pockets.
No, you good.
But the first time you saw that Volkswagen, like that chick, were you like?
All I'm gonna say, it was a game changer.
Yeah.
It was love. It was love. It was super love.
Like I've gotten one of those like checks with the logo in the left corner, and you just look at like, oh my.
Yeah, God. It was a Fred Sanford situation. I woke my girl was sleeping. I woke up. I like, baby. I showed her the account because they wired it, and I showed her the account. She was like. Huh? Yeah. I was like, oh yeah, you want to go to the mall? Let's get it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we good.
It was cool. So that was a wonderful situation. But we have been using that money to invest into the career at this point to make sure all the moves we're making is polished. That money pretty much recorded my album. It a couple things I have coming up I have to use. So yeah, it was a lovely situation. So shouts to Blute Audio, shouts to Volkswagen for showing so much love.
Man, I'm glad you invested it because I would have had Jackson looking like Toronto, man. Like so many IG models, man. Like that's my dream. I'm gonna hit the lotto and I'm gonna just go to my partner and be like, look, go on IG.
Every single one of
them.
I don't care.
I mean, we gonna have the Embrace game looking like NBA All-Star, man. I'm like, damn, like what is going on in Jackson? Like they're gonna be like, Theca, that's what's going on in Jackson.
That guy, right
there.
That
guy, he is.
Nah, it was I can't front. I spend a little bit on sneakers. There's a list of shoes that I always wanted. It was about 5 deep. I'm like 3 deep in it right now. I got 2 more I gotta get, and then I'm goo-wop for on sneakers for a minute. Yeah, I got my Cement 3, my black Cement 3s. I always wanted those. This pair of sneakers that I'm actually gonna be wearing tonight. The Nike Mint Chocolate Swaggers. They came out in 2009. First person I ever saw with them was Lupe. Okay. They only made like maybe 2,000 pair of them, and I saw them online in the little corner of the internet somewhere, and I scooped them. They came in, and I lost my mind. I was so excited to have those. And the pair I actually have one now. These like Nike boots. I always love these. These are Nikes. These like military kind of joints. So yeah, I got 2 more pair to get, and once we do that, we in there like swimwear, baby.
I had a pair of Yeezy Red Octobers.
Oh wow.
No, wait, no, I didn't have them. Oh. I had them in the cart on Nike.com when they came out that Sunday, and I didn't have $230, and I was like, fuck. Like, do you know I can sell these for?
Yeah, right, bro.
Like,
because right now they online for like 6.
Yeah,
racks.
yeah. And I was like,
easy.
Like, I was legit like that. I wanted to rob somebody. Like, just go outside, like, hey, like,
let me get them out. Now, what's funny, what's cool is another pair that I like that I got that I actually, this is the only time I've ever been a hype beast for a sneaker. Okay. The Reebok Alien Stompers. When they came out 2016. From 2015 or 2016?
It was 2015, I think.
Damn, I've been sitting on those.
It got to be 15. No, it got to be 16. It was like April 2016.
Yeah, but I've been sitting on, it had to be. That's when the commercial landed. Yeah. But yeah, man, that's the only time I've ever been a hype beast. I don't wait online for sneakers. Yeah. If they drop, I see them. I'm like, that's cool. I'm more of an old person. Like I like sneakers that I want, not necessarily because they're hot. You know what I'm saying? Like I got Jordans, whatever, but like I'm not a huge Jordan person. I'm really more of a if I just literally like the way the sneaker look, I'm gonna buy it. What now I know a lot about histories. I know what's legendary. Like this black Cement 3 is Jordan's favorite sneaker, so I had to have those just a sneaker. But,
I will tell you my Michael Jordan theory about the flu game.
What?
It wasn't a flu, dog.
Nah, he probably like a stomach virus.
It wasn't a stomach virus, dog.
No,
it was a long night of gambling,
getting it in.
A little bit of that furl. You know what that is?
You think so?
And white women.
Jordan don't look like a foil user. He doesn't look like he's trying to foil.
How can you see that on 480p television
or 2260
back in '96? Yeah. He's so black. Like, how can you see the track mark?
You never. You know what? Or maybe maybe it was a marketing scheme to just make that shoe legendary because that was gonna be the last one.
I think it was. Okay, I'm not saying he was on heroin. I'm not gonna say that, but I think he got drunk, was gambling, and Nike was like, "We got to come up with something." And like, cause there's a bunch of stories about like Jordan like staying out to like 6 in the morning and having a game at 12. But I really think he's just like went fucking crazy that night. And he was like, man, I'm in Utah. What the fuck? I'm finna go to Vegas. They go to Vegas, get fucked up. Like, get fucked up.
Yeah,
like him and Charles Oakley just like,
oh man.
And like they get back and he called Nike like, man, I just woke up. It's 4:45 and they like,
you got the flu.
You got the flu. He was like, cool.
I guess.
Like, I literally just woke up, get me to the stadium, and he dropped what? How many in that game?
Like 30?
Yeah.
36 had to be.
Yeah.
Just because he's Jordan.
Because he's Jordan. Like, I can spend 14 hours on a quick trip to Vegas and just score 36 points in an NBA playoff game.
That's just what we do because I'm Jordan.
Yeah.
Nah, but the only sneaker I was a hype beast for was the Reebok Alien Stompers. When they dropped, I wanted the high joints. I didn't get those. I got the mids. But when those joints dropped, I was on Reebok, and the website crashed. And I was
man.
Ah. And so I went on eBay looking, and I got them for like $75 more than what the box was. Yeah. And I was like, had them, got them. I haven't worn them yet. So I've had them for a year. Well, I guess like 6 months now, and I haven't worn them yet. I don't know when I'm gonna pull them out, but. Because those are one of those sneakers that I bought that for me. I don't really want people to be like, yo, we got, But if someone recognizes what they are, they'll be like, yo, you got them. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, like, I do,
That's why when I saw Garrett, man, with the metallic 5s on, I was like, bruh, you just got the.
He just like.
That's how you rock?
Yeah.
Every time I see him, he got some Heat Rock on, man.
Yeah,
every single time. You know what I'm saying? He mad now. I love it, man. I love it. So yeah, but 2017. That's what we got, man. Awesome. More sneakers, a tour, my brand new album. and a lot of media. I'm actually gonna put out another album after The Beautiful, but we'll get to that when we get to that.
Cool,
you know what I'm saying?
Cool. And give us that date one more time.
So The Beautiful, my new album, drops March 20th, 2017. It's gonna be available on UnderdogCentral.com. It's gonna be on all outlets, but just go to UnderdogCentral.com. You can get it from there. And shouts to everybody that's been pre-ordering my album, man. Like this is love. This is the most I've ever seen like love like in my life, like as pertains to my music. And you know, people just understand what it's about. They understand what we're trying to do. I'm trying to do something meaningful. You know what I'm saying? Like I got my records where we talking about some cool stuff, but it's all done within reason because the concept, I love it. I just love what I did, and not because I made it, because like I feel like honestly it is needed. And obviously with the Kid Cudi situation that happened, and with Kanye going through his situation, and my man Steve's from Pro Era and his situation, Troy Ave being a butt muncher talking about this man, it's like fam. So we need that.
Let me tell you about Troy Avenue. Fuck that nigga. And I'm gonna say this.
You said it, I didn't, but I
Troy.
concur. I
Troy
concur.
To come through them games right
concur.
now, I'd be like,
man,
what you gonna do, fuck nigga?
I concur 100.
Like, you gonna fight me, Troy? Cool. We can fight. Like, I hate his music.
Garbaggio.
I hate seeing any black man go to prison, but it saved my ears from having to hear.
Woo, you know what I mean? Like for me
music.
personally, bro, like when he got shot at, he got hit. I don't want nobody to die, but I can't say I ain't smirk.
I'll say
because
this.
like I know how it is to lose a family member.
Yeah,
that sucks, right?
Yeah, it does.
But fam,
I don't want to hear your music.
I don't. And
whatever
that may come from that.
Fuck Troy Ave.
You know what I'm saying? Look,
you know what? I'm gonna title this. Fuck Troy Ave.
The podcast.
The podcast.
Nah. Did you see the video? Well, of course you did. Did you
Yeah,
hear
with
about the video?
him with the sex tape shit.
Bruh.
Yeah, he was just calling people weirdos, and I'm like, but Troy Ave, now you fucking on camera, like
that's lame.
and making horrible R&B songs.
That's lame.
Like
when I was in LA, I heard that record, that do. I was like, this is not good music.
Sing will have you, and I'm gonna be so happy.
Yeah,
I never have to hear your music again.
Yeah, what he did was whack. So I really want to, just let people know it's okay to talk about something in your music that may not be the coolest topic to talk about.
I like very negative music.
What do you mean? Like your stereotypical?
I just like you remember that song "Shit" by Future?
Oh yeah,
I love that song. When he like, you got all those guns and you haven't committed a murder yet, and I'm
You're
like,
lame.
yeah. No, I don't like that song actually. Like,
now I like F up some commas.
Yeah, I fuck with that.
Man, that's my favorite Future record.
Yeah.
Everybody talk about March Madness. I don't hear it when I hear that record.
March Madness is a victim of overhyping, and because I like March Madness, it's cool, but people act like it's just the second come. I'm like, it's
not.
Like,
I say F up some commas is better than that. It's the beach crazier.
And that's when I was like going to strip clubs every night. That's okay. Let's wrap this up now.
Indeed.
Anything you just want to plug? I just give this to anybody.
So social network, man. You just go to UnderdogCentral.com to check out everything Alfred Banks. Make sure you go on Instagram, Twitter, /UnderdogCentral. Just search @UnderdogCentral. And Facebook.com /UnderdogCentral. You can go there. And just go get the music, man. Please support, pre-order the album. Check out the album. Check out the single we just dropped. Social network, new album. That's really it right now, fam. You know what I'm saying? Shouts to everybody listening, and let's just make 2017 a really big, epic year. You know what I mean?
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, man.
All right. So, again, this is the Roguish Gent podcast. You can follow me on any social media at ThecaJones. Follow my YouTube, Theca Procrastinates. If you're on iTunes, give us 5 stars. If you're on SoundCloud, give us a like. If you're on Satchel Player, go ahead and donate some of that cold, hard money. And you can also donate to my PayPal if you like. That email will be in the description.
That was a real talk.
Alfred, thank you, man.
No doubt. Thank you for the opportunity, bro. I really do appreciate it, man.
No problem, man. Theca Jones, Roguish Gent podcast. Watch out for the soft music.